Hey, what is up guys? Went to Catches Gaming here, bringing you a new video, new commentary. Today I want to talk about how I lost my languages. So, if you guys didn't know, when I was a little boy, I actually learned 3 languages, including my inlander language, as they call it there, which was Creole, and the other 3 languages I learnt was French, English, and Urdu, which is basically Urdu is like Pakistani language, I guess, but the 2 main languages I learnt was English and French, and I became really fluent in French, and as you can see now I have very good English, and to be honest I feel more British than any other culture really, since I've lived here for over 14 so years now. But basically, when I was younger and I moved to England, I was really good at French. Like, I could go to France and have a general conversation with someone who is French speaking, and by the time I pretty much got into college, I just lost my French because I had no one to practice on, and it was just weird because I still understand what people say in French, but I just can't speak back. I can just speak very simply, and what ends up happening also was that my main language, like that I learnt when I was young, the language of my mother, which is Creole, I started forgetting a lot of that. And basically, when you start forgetting your main language, it becomes very hard to speak any other language, because what it is the way I did it was I used to translate what I would say in Creole into English or into French, and that was just a bad way of doing it. With English, I just didn't need to translate anything in my head. I need to think, because I've been in England for so long, it's just easy. Like, I've learnt English fully, and I don't really need to translate it in my own language, from my own language I mean. So the thing is, when you lose your main language, when you start losing your main language, it is really difficult to communicate. It becomes kind of hard to communicate. So I kind of dealt with that when I was young, but then, you know, as I grew, my English got better, and here you see how I can speak now. But I was just gonna say, like, language has brought me so much closer to other cultures. Like, it's been such a great experience learning other languages and meeting people from Norway, from Russia, through gaming, and it's just great. Like, I started learning a few Norwegian Norwegian phrases, like how do you say hello, a ha det bra, and just because of learning so many languages, I just got used to different accents, and I got used to pronouncing words easier when I was dealt with a new language to deal with. So, going back to the topic at hand, I lost my French pretty much. I think not fully, but I lost my French of losing my main inland language, which is kind of hard because when I try to communicate with family back at home, it's very hard to do because they do speak English, but it's like they don't really communicate in English. So it's just like it becomes funny to them because they can see I have a hard time trying to communicate, and that there'd be like moments of silence where I just don't say anything because I'm just like, what the fuck do I say? This is so awkward. If they spoke English, I would have a great conversation with them. But yeah, that was a problem, and it just became, I found it a bit hard as well going through it because as someone who's lived in England for so long, I've seen how lazy people are. Like, I felt lazy not going back and trying to reconnect with those languages, but it's funny, people become really flabbergasted when I'm gaming. Like French people, for example, I can still communicate in French very simply. Like, you know, if there's someone behind a wall, there's an enemy, I can say in French that they're there. So people just become flabbergasted when they're like, oh, you speak French? I thought English people only knew how to speak English. But yeah, I'm not really English, although, to be honest, that's what a lot of people see me as when they first hear me. They think I was born here, when I wasn't, and it's just because I've lived here for so long and been dealing with language, been dealing with different cultures for a long time in my life, and I've met many people, and just seeing how the world is now, and seeing just the West in general, how they deal with racism, with prejudice, just baffles me. Because if you take a look at my country is called Mauritius. It's near Madagascar, an African country, and basically you walk down the road, there's a Hindu temple. You look right, there's a church, and you keep walking and there'll be a mosque nearby, and there'll be a Buddhist temple around as well, and everyone is very happy with each other. It's a very community based country. It's an island, and if you just take what that worth and you just look at the West, it's like they haven't been able to achieve all like this simple way of life where they have all of the gadgets, they have all the technology, they have all the wealth. But coming from a poor country, it's not that, I don't know if it's that poor anymore, but back in my time, when I was young, in my parents' time, it was a poor country. Well, not too poor. I mean, most of what we make is from tourism and sugar canes. We sell sugar canes and tropical fruits and stuff. So just having humanity is what I don't see a lot in the West, what I don't see in England. And it's crazy to see that a small ass country who don't have everything, we don't really have all this amazing and beautiful things that England has. It's just crazy that we have, I feel like they have more of a worth than England, than France, than any other countries, because we're able to live peacefully with each other. Granted, there's always going to be crimes in every country, but racism is not apparent. It's not very apparent because everyone's migrated to that country. Everyone just lives there peacefully from all backgrounds, and that was my upbringing, and that's why I'm able to sympathize a lot with other cultures and other people. And prejudice, I just hate it, because a lot of people I've met in my life, they haven't had the experiences I've had, and they are very ignorant. Let's face it, a lot of ignorant people. But losing my language was just a very big deal for me, because I loved communicating in different languages, and I loved talking to my family and my friends who were, well, not friends, or friends who were back home, and it just became hard really. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I'd just like to say that I do apologize for not making videos on schedule. It's just that it's summer. I'll be away for 3 weeks very soon, so I don't think there will be uploads, but I'll try to schedule one video a week. Maybe I'll do Skyrim Let's Play. I still need to start that, so there are a lot of videos that I need to do. And also, because it's warm, it's summer, and I do have people around my house right now that are living here. It's become hard for me to record in a quiet environment. It's been hard for me to stream in a quiet environment. So also, I'm just being lazy quite a bit right now, because I do just want to enjoy myself, because it's warm, it's nice and warm, and I want to enjoy that. So yeah, I hope you guys understand, but I'll be back very soon. So I'd say in a month's time, the schedules will be back to normal. So yeah, look out for that. But I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Leave a like if you did. Be sure to subscribe. But I'll see you guys in the next commentary. Peace out, guys.
Sip on my coffee as I write another hit. At times I get cocky, so I keep a joint lit that rhymes. T-shirt the same color.